The morning light reaches me eventually. It doesn't rush. It never does. It creeps in the way everything unavoidable always has. Quiet, patient, relentless. First it spills across the floorboards, thin and pale, catching dust in the air like suspended time. Then it climbs the leg of the bed, pauses, and finally settles over my hands. I stare at them like they don't belong to me. They look unfamiliar in daylight, softer somehow, less capable of holding anything together. There are lines there I don't look at anymore, haven't in years. They live beneath my watch, hidden the way everything ugly about me always was. If I didn't look, if nobody asked, then it didn't exist. That's how I survived. That's how I loved. I slip the watch off slowly. The band resists for half a second before giving in, and the weight of it surprises me. It feels heavier than it should, like it knows what it's been guarding all this time, like it understands it's being relieved of its duty. I set it down on the bedside table beside my phone. I make sure it's straight, parallel to the edge, face down. I don't want to see the time anymore. Time hasn't been kind to me. I think about Nikolai, about the way his thumb used to trace my wrist absently while we talked about nothing important. I sit on the edge of the bed again. My shoulders cave in on themselves, posture folding like I've finally given myself permission to stop pretending I'm strong. The space beside me is too empty, too neat, like he's already gone everywhere at once. I tried. I whisper to the room. It sounds small, like an excuse instead of a truth. The room doesn't answer. Of course it doesn't. I pick up my phone one last time. The screen lights up, too bright, too alive for something that's about to be abandoned. My fingers hover, uncertain, trembling just enough to annoy me. I type. Delete. Type again. Delete again. On the fourth try, I let the words stay. I loved you more than I knew how to live with. I'm sorry I couldn't be stronger. Please don't think this was because you weren't enough. You were everything. I read it once, then again. I don't send it. I can't let him carry this. I won't let him reread these words at 3 in the morning and wonder what he could have done differently. I won't let my ending become his punishment. So I place the phone down beside the watch instead. Together, they look like artifacts from a life that once functioned. I lie back. The ceiling above me feels unfamiliar, like I'm already somewhere else. Nothing in this room knows me anymore. And maybe that's the point. Maybe I needed to disappear from the spaces that remembered too much. I close my eyes. I picture him the last time he begged. Please. The word curls around my ribs and squeeze. I'm so tired, Niko, I murmur, like he's still here. Like he might hear me if I say it softly enough. My chest aches. A pain that's been with me so long it feels structural, like bone instead of wound. I think about how love can be breathtaking and still not be enough to save someone. I think about how some people are born with cracks they spend their entire lives trying to fill with light, only to realize the light keeps leaking out. I then exhale slowly, trying to get some sleep.